We're going to go into some trigger point, guys. So this is where you need to have those balls that are available at the gym. Some of them are spiky, some of them are hard. What we're going to work on is 3 points today. We've got a TFL point, so that's that muscle that we were fascia releasing last week. So if you come to the bony point of the hip, come down and forward slightly, that muscle belly there is the one that we're going to try and get into with that ball. We're going to trigger point that, and then we're also going to trigger point our glutes, and then we're going to trigger point our pecs, okay? So let's start with this one. When you come down onto that ball, find the right spot on the ball, and you're just trying to work through holding on that muscle belly, okay? You want a bit of pressure through it. Breathe, holding for about 30 seconds, okay? And then slightly shifting so that you're in a different position but still focusing on the same muscle group. Holding, breathing is really important with this. Remember, this is about the central nervous system and the brain, from the muscle to the brain, and the other way as well. So breathing just helps to regulate a little bit more, and it also helps to release and relax. Okay, once you've done that side, you go into the other side. Use that bony prominence as a way to find that muscle belly, and then once you're there, try and get it into that spot that feels tight, okay? And also the spot in the muscle that feels quite resistant, okay? So some parts of the muscle will be soft, other parts will be a little bit harder, tenser, more resistant. So get into that. Good. And you're going to go 30 seconds there, okay? Then slightly shift onto a different area but the same muscle belly, okay? And you'll feel a different change in it. Good. Really good to do these, guys, particularly when you're recovering, and particularly as you're getting ready to do the strength pieces or anything that's high intensity with the lower body. From there, guys, you're going to go into the glutes, okay? So this one here, you're going to find that bony prominence. You're going to work to the side of that where the muscle belly is, and then from there you're going to find, once again, those resistant parts in the muscle, and pause there, sit down onto that ball, slight shift, going through that, different positions. Your glute muscle has a lot of fibers, so moving that ball around and spending 15-20 seconds in each spot is not going to do you any harm, okay? So really get in there. It's going to feel tight. Use your breathing techniques and try and relax. Use your, also imagining that the muscles are releasing slowly is going to help them actually do that, so visualizing. Then going to the other side, bony prominence again, come around a little bit, find that position. If you wanted to, you could also incorporate a glute stretch by taking same heel up onto the opposite knee while you're trigger pointing the glute. Okay, so you're stretching as well as trigger pointing, okay? Good. So that's for your glutes, guys. And then finally for the pec, we spoke about this point last week. So you're going to go from the collarbone 2/3 across, come straight down and underneath, and then that position there is where you're really going to get the benefit. So popping that ball down there is going to give you a lot of benefit. Take your hand out to the side and press into the ball. Okay, this one can really be tough. So the more often you do this, guys, the better off it's going to be, especially if you're sitting at your office desk. You're going to find that you use that muscle a lot for breathing too, so in controlling your breathing. So it's getting used, even when you're not exercising, it's getting used all day anyway. Okay, so that's a really good one. Then go on to the other side. Okay, same again, breathing, forcing that weight down onto the point of the ball and getting into that area of the pec. Okay, if you do this enough, you'll notice that you won't have so much impinging of the shoulders. You'll have freer movement when you go shoulder to overhead, and also other parts of your mobility will improve, like your pull-ups as well. You won't be hunching and rolling those shoulders forwards. Okay, so there are your 3 trigger points. Try and focus on those 3 points before your workouts each day that you're training, and then in recovery sessions as well.